From now on, every 4 months, you have to send the latest copy of the Time magazine to this address. Contact the organization periodically. Your codename is Ghost Child. No matter what codename you used in the past, you will now only be known as Ghost Child. I'm your only handler. If I change my mailing address, I will send the new address to the last sender's address. No matter what happens, I will try to do my best to survive for the Ghost Child. You do the same as well. Our job is to stay hidden and await our orders. Stop all organizational activities. The job of the Ghost Child is to infiltrate the Kuomintang's core. That's because you came from Huangpu, made military contributions, studied abroad, and you possess top military discipline. Most importantly, you're already a lieutenant class officer.
What should I do next?
Gain admission into the Nanjing Military Academy. Nanjing Military Academy is the cradle for Chiang Kai-shek's generals. It is also the shortcut to KMT's military administration. We're doing this to prepare for the right action at the right time. Do not contact me deliberately unless there's an emergency. We will only need you to operate at the right time.
What is an emergency?
When the interest of our people and country is under threat. When the survival of our party is under threat.
Understood.
Do you have any other questions?
I want to know the whereabouts of Emi Nakayama. She's my referral to join the party in Japan. I've not seen her since I left Japan. We were in a relationship.
So do you still have any of her personal stuff?
I only have a photo of her here. Her only photo.
Well, she's gone. She never existed. From now on, she doesn't exist in your life. In the future, we will need to endure being alone and the long wait for our faith and to protect ourselves.
In the darkness, Liang Tong did not feel alone or phased. Luo Hobin told him, "You're not fighting alone. The organization and our comrades will forever be with you."
Halfway there.
Hey, honey. I'm making breakfast.
Would you grab an extra pen to put in my pack, please?
Go on in, sir.
No?
Time, weather,
I don't have time to eat. I'm afraid I'll be late. Let's be going.
Tsuji-san, Colonel William is still upstairs.
Listen carefully. Don't kill him!
Yes, sir.
I'll always love you.
Me too.
Listen. Don't kill him. We must get that briefcase.
Yes, sir.
Kill him! Enough.
Go, now!
Where should I go?
Fire escape!
William! No, we go together. We go together.
Go, now!
William!
Find that man's briefcase and bring it to me. Now!
Yes, sir. Tsuji-san. Tsuji-san, I couldn't find it. Tsuji-san, there's nothing. Tsuji-san, it wasn't there. Tsuji-san, there's nothing. Tsuji-san, nothing here.
Guys, there was a woman in this room just now. Where did the damn briefcase go? That woman ran here without any hesitation. There must be a place she wanted to go. Find it.
Yes, sir. Tsuji-san.
Stop!
I'm Chinese. The Japanese are trying to kill me. Please protect me.
Welcome home.
Colonel William risked his life. That means the briefcase must contain what we're looking for. I'm pretty sure about that.
That woman won't escape very far. She can only hide here.
Additionally, I can see that there must be film inside this camera.
Let's storm inside now and get that briefcase. Come with me, if you're not afraid.
You're such an idiot. Do you know how long it will take to get inside? Do you know what's inside? Once the first shot is fired, the Royal Military Police will rush over. Can you escape then? It's fine if you die. But what about that briefcase? We won't have time to bring that briefcase out. Remember, think before you act. Don't be reckless, okay?
Yes, sir.
Liang Tong is standing next to the River Thames. Historical conflicts flash before him. The Long March of the Red Army, the Xi'an Incident, the Second United Front, the resistance against Japanese aggression in China. Liang Tong made outstanding contributions to the resistance against Japanese aggression on the battlefield, allowing him to stand out among his peers. He was sent to survey the battlefield in Europe. He understood that this has become more and more aligned with the organization's needs.
Five more people had arrived.
She was crying and said that the Japanese killed her husband. Her husband is a British colonel. She said the Japanese were after her as well. But she wouldn't say anything else. But she mentioned your name and said she wants to meet you. She said she knows you. Don't you want to see who she is?
She said she knows me.
Please come in.
Counselor, I just detected a call from the guest room to the US Embassy. I don't know what was communicated. There was only a telecommunication record.
Who was in the guest room?
When the counselor went to meet you, the lady said she wanted to wash up. So I went out to arrange it for her. I bet it only took me less than a minute.
Only 1 minute? She acted really fast.
Apparently she's a very smart woman. Liu, from now onwards, I need you to keep an eye on this. Melanie, remember, do not even look away for a moment.
Yes, sir.
She must have some secrets on her. Otherwise, the Japanese would not have pursued her here, or risked their lives to kill a British colonel. I suspect that her secret is contained inside that briefcase. That briefcase is too heavy for a woman like her on the run. But she didn't toss it away and brought it with her. This is sufficient to prove it.
We still need to be careful when dealing with this woman. Think, she's the wife of a military staff of an allied country, and she just made a call to the embassy of another allied country. If conflicts arise, it will become another diplomatic crisis. Therefore, we must not act rashly.
Should ask our Coast Guard how these chinky-ass thugs managed to set foot on England. Alan, can you take a look at... Is this Chinese or some Japanese stuff?
Let me see, sir. Sarah, Chinese.
I only need to make a call, and the Royal Military Police will come immediately. But are we going to hand her and the briefcase over just like that?
Please tell me what you think honestly.
I believe that the Japanese outside will attack us soon. We should use the Japanese to force this woman to hand over the briefcase over to us voluntarily.
But have you thought about it? There are only 8 people in this embassy, including those in the kitchen. Most of them have never used a gun. Furthermore, we only have a few guns.
I'm clear about it, Mr. Shi. The 8 of us must use little ammo, and even our fists, to resist the Japanese for 10 to 15 minutes. This will be a great risk. But do you want to attempt it? If you don't, we will have to hand the woman and the secret inside the briefcase to the British authorities.
Actually, I'm very interested in the secret as well.
This is Officer William Smith's wife, Melanie. She works in the American Embassy.
Sir, Chief of Staff Allen will be going to the Soviet Union to attend the Tri-Nation Joint Conference between America, England, and the Soviet. He should be leaving right now, but his personal assistant, Officer William, was found dead in the floor of his apartment. All important documents were in his hand.
I understand the officer bring his documents back home?
Sir, I found something.
These are the technical skills of a spy. How did they know that, those Japanese thugs? Melanie. This bird calling herself Melanie. She disappeared. I left a closet with strange clothing and a book with a secret chamber. I doubt that she was providing intelligence for the Japanese, but perhaps it was her persuading the officer to bring his documents back home. Where did the window go?
Those skilled with guns prepare to fight. Others barricade the windows with furniture.
Yes, sir.
Sir! Somebody must have climbed down here and then ran away. I guess it was in this direction. Probably that woman. Get me special forces in.
Yes, sir.
This will keep you warm.
Thank you.
These are my shoes. See if they fit. Please keep yourself warm.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Hu Mei Hui.
Mei Hui. Mei Hui, I finally found you. Thank goodness. You're alive. I've finally met you again, Mei Hui. What's wrong? What's wrong with you, Mei Hui?
William. William has died. The Japanese killed my husband. William. The Japanese just killed him.
Mei Hui, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Don't you recognize me? I'm Liang Tong. I'm Liang Tong. Do you recognize me? I'm Liang Tong Mei Hui. You wanted to see me. Do you recognize me?
I don't know you, but I saw your name on the list of Inspector Generals crossing the Rhine River. I know a lot of stories about how you fought against the Japanese. You're a famous general. I believe in you. Please protect me.
When Melanie appeared in front of Liang Tong, someone deep inside his heart has appeared in front of him as well. At that time, Liang Tong was sure they are both the same person. He Mei Hui, the woman he loved deeply, the woman who disappeared completely, the beloved comrade Liang Tong thought he had lost forever. She had appeared in front of him again. Liang Tong was not mistaken. Melanie was his referral to the party. Her real name is He Mei Hui, also known as Nakayama Megumi, CPC secret agent. She had lost her memories because of a gunshot injury.
The British are after our trails. We should rush in and grab that briefcase. Otherwise, all will be lost.
Guys, listen, don't be reckless. Wait for my order. Just 2 more minutes.
Yes, sir.
This briefcase was left by your husband, Colonel William Spears. Now the briefcase is a danger to you. Please give it to me. Please trust me. Mr. Shi.
The U.S. Embassy has just called to verify her identity. Melanie. She's a secretary at the U.S. Embassy. American Chinese. Her Chinese name is Ling Yunjian. The U.S. Embassy will send someone to bring her back.
The items inside her briefcase, I believe they are top secrets belonging to the British Army headquarters. The Japanese will do anything to get it. It must be regarding Asia.
No wonder she holds onto it tightly and refuses to hand it over.
We're prepared. Please take this.
You take it and give me a pistol later.
General, seems like the Japanese are ready to rush in, but they haven't made any moves so far. I don't understand why.
They are waiting for an air raid. The Germans are always on time with their raids. The bombing will cover the sound of their operations. Mr. Shi, when will the U.S. Embassy arrive?
I believe it will be after the raid.
Then, we only need to hold until the raid is over. At that time, the Japanese will flee. They won't let the Royal Military Police catch them.
Are you confident in this?
Please trust me. You will need to take care of yourself later. Keep an eye on Melanie. We will go now.
General, we have too little ammo and just a few guns. We won't last 2 minutes.
That's unacceptable. We can't last long in a frontal attack. We're very familiar with the environment. This is our advantage. We must utilize this as much as possible. Let the enemies in and use a crossfire from the back to kill all of them. We must kill them in this room.
Understood.
Now do it.
Yes, sir.
A German missile attack is coming. We must take shelter.
Come on, please! Let's go!
Now is the time. Once the German bombs start exploding, no one will bat an eye at us anymore. This is what I'm waiting for.
Let's go. Bring back that briefcase.
The Japanese assault team attacked the Republic of China embassy in the UK frantically. That's because they believe the intelligence in Melanie's hands will determine the fate of Japan in the war. So they will do anything, even risk their lives to get it.
The Japanese are attacking.
Stay down, stay down.
Miss Melanie, please hand me the briefcase. The Japanese only want it. Give it to me.
Don't!
General! The door won't hold on much longer. The Japanese are rushing in.
Mr. Shi, hide with Miss Melanie and stay hidden no matter what.
Okay.
Hurry!
Miss Melanie, give me the briefcase. Fine. Let's hide behind the sofa. Mrs. Spears, the raid has begun. The Japanese will rush in, so please give me the briefcase.
William protected it with his life. I won't hand it over to anyone.
Listen to me. The briefcase must never fall into the Japanese hands. We're protecting you.
I will only hand it to its rightful owner.
Mrs. Spears, please believe me. You're now in the Chinese embassy. Please give me the briefcase. Fine. Let's hide behind the sofa. Hurry! Come. Come. Hurry, come with me. Miss Melanie, please give me the briefcase. The item inside must not fall into Japanese hands. We must take it out and destroy it. Listen to me. The Japanese will arrive soon. We must destroy whatever is inside this briefcase. You must believe a gentleman. Melanie, please give it to me. Please give it to me. Please give it to me.
Men!
General Liang, they have rushed inside.
Cut it. Scatter!
Tsuji-san, what should we do?
Withdraw! Withdraw!
Tsuji-san, what should we do?
Withdraw! Withdraw!
Ms. Melanie.
Men.
Sir!
Something strange is happening at the Chinese embassy. The Japanese are looking for a girl that's hiding there. Her name's Melanie.
Where are the special forces?
They should be somewhere in the shelter.
Inform them they have to get out and go to the embassy. We have to go there now.
But the air raid is still going on.
Oh, damn bloody German air raids! Then I go, you go too! Come on! Out of the way!
Our submachine guns are gone.
I didn't expect them to be experts in urban warfare.
It's impossible to break in now.
Let's focus our firepower and try it again.
We've lost the opportunity. Think about it. The people inside now understand that if they attack together, we won't stand a chance. We have to think of another way. Withdraw.
Sir.
Shut up! The air raid will end soon.
Do you want to fight with the Royal Military Police?
Mr. Shi, the Japanese retreated.
General Liang, we won.
Good. We've defeated the Japanese. The British will come soon.
That fast? It has only been 8 minutes.
Yes. How are things from your side?
I'm telling you, this woman is really stubborn. I almost succeeded, if only the Japanese didn't retreat. Sometimes, being a gentleman works against us. I'm really regretting it. Actually, I should have snatched it. Jeez.
Please stop. I'm David Petrie, Chief of the National British Security Department. You let me in?
Please come in, Mr. Petrie.
I'm Liang Tong, a military staff of the Military Commission of the Republic of China.
David Petrie, Head of the National Security Department.
Nice to meet you. You're looking for the Japanese, right?
That's right.
Some of them have run away. The rest are all there.
How many troops do you have, General?
We have 4 soldiers, 2 cooks, and a gardener.
This is the smallest battle you ever fought, General. Done a pretty good job.
Mr. Petrie, it has been a long time. I'm grateful you are here so quickly.
Mr. Ambassador, I'm very sorry we're coming too late.
I couldn't imagine what the aftermath would be if more attackers were here. But however, you're here so in time.
I'm also awfully sorry for that, Mr. Ambassador.
You're very different from the British Army in Burma. They run away when they see Japanese. You're unbelievable. Even if a German bombing is still going on, you were already on the way.
I'm sorry to tell you that we have to take Miss Spears with us. In her hands are documents that belong to the military headquarters of our great British Empire. I see military headquarters men already arrived.
Mr. Petrie, I wish I could do what you ask. As you know, Mrs. Spears is a secretary of the American Embassy. As we just noticed that they are coming to pick her up. I don't know if she's still a Chinese citizen. If she is, we have the obligation, and also we have the capability to protect her.
Mr. Ambassador, Miss Spears' deceased husband, Commanding Officer William Spears, a colonel of our Royal Military Headquarters, has just been killed. We have to start our investigations now, and Miss Spears is a major witness. We can inform the American Embassy that we are coming and pick her up. If she is still a Chinese citizen, as an ally, I strongly recommend your cooperation in our investigation.
Mr. Petrie, is this a request?
Sure, it is.
Xiaoman.
Here.
Please bring Mrs. Spears here.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Petrie, as one of the Alliance, I will not reject. But I want to share the result of the investigation.
Sure, you have my word. Alan, get these dead bodies out of here and find me some capable chaps to do the repairings to be done here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Mr. Ambassador, the attack on your embassy shouldn't be made public. That might have a very unpleasant impact on our investigations.
We feel the same.
Miss Melanie? David Petrie. I am chief of the security department. We have some questions for you. Won't take long. Mr. Ambassador, thank you very much. We'll see you again soon. Please.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Unbelievable. They arrived in such a short time. They risked getting bombed by the Germans to come here. They must have obtained accurate intel. Do a full sweep of the premise. We're being monitored.
Impossible! I check every morning and every night. I even checked yesterday at midnight. I found one on the secretary's desk lamp, but I've already disposed of it.
Check again.
General, we couldn't find anything.
Have you checked everything?
Yes.
I see. Go now.
Yes, sir.
Stay down!
Liang Tong seems to have detected Melanie's secret approach, but he couldn't figure out my referral. Are you still working for the party?
Can I go back?
I won't let our American friends wait in that room for too long. One for you too? Getting some pure alcohol in times of war is a jolly good thing, isn't it? Exquisite. So, why did Officer William bring his documents back home?
I don't know the file. I only know him for Journey today.
So, he didn't tell you something? Anything?
He said he will always love me.
This is your book, isn't it? Did you read it? So, you also don't know what was in this chamber and where it did go?
What do you want me to tell you?
This was William's book, wasn't it?
You're lying. And Officer Williams is already not able to prove if he was a spy or not.
Please don't insult him.
No, my dear. Don't get me wrong. I will find this thing, and I put it in front of you, and I prove that you are lying. You are the spy! And if that's so, you're gonna be executed. That's for sure. Melanie, what I'm trying to tell you here is the only one who can help you is yourself.
Liang Tong's military knowledge and tact tell him that what he faces are not simple photos, but a great secret that affects China's future. He remembered his responsibility to the organization and believed it's time to take action.
There's an emergency. Ms. Song wants to cancel her trip to visit the army in Mengyu. We need to review the delegation to America as well.
Meeting's over. Await your orders.
Ms. Song wanted Mr. Zheng Jingo and General Liu to lead the delegation. After meeting with Mr. Hurley, the American ambassador in Kolkata, they will visit the army in Mengyu together. The battle in Mengyu signifies a great victory. Mrs. Song feels truly sorry for not being able to visit the soldiers personally as planned.
The Japanese are too rampant. They attacked our embassy in London.
It happened at a time when the Germans conduct their daily raid in London. The Japanese acted with impunity under the Germans' bombing.
Ms. Song will deal with the London incident personally.
There was no coverage of the terrible incident on the radio, newspaper, and TV, even after so many hours had passed. What's even more intriguing is the British government's silence. Xu Jihong just mentioned this in his routine telegram, without any opinion or attitude.
Do you mean that our embassy in London reached some sort of agreement with the British?
Yes, that's about right.
I know your father, Mr. Xu Jihong. For over 10 years, he was not a weak person. Never.
Something big must have happened.
Zheng Guangxi sensed something fishy through the abnormality. The secret Yalta conference between the United States, Great Britain, and the Soviet Union attracted the attention of various countries. From the two opposing camps, it aroused the intelligence officers of these countries who are willing to risk their lives to obtain the secrets behind it. On the eastern battlefield, the CPC, KMT, and Japan all activated their key intelligence system.
This diagram shows the border of the battlefields. The occupants are the Soviet Union, the United States, and Great Britain. Such an important decision can only be made by the Big Three: Winston Churchill from Great Britain, Joseph Stalin from the Soviet Union, and James Roosevelt from the United States. According to the time shown, 8 days have passed since the conference started. The time matches with another piece of information here. 2 of Churchill's think tanks have not shown up at the club in this period. The conference had not announced any details to the public, other than it is being held in Yalta. This is very strange.
From what we gathered, the session for political agenda is over. These are the strategic plans they've made based on the result of the Yalta conference.
There's also the possibility that these are only British plans.
If that's so, then the war will end soon. There's another possibility. That this is fake. They wanted to spread it through our hands.
There's that possibility as well. Mr. Shi, I want to ask you about this term. It was mentioned many times in the article.
Argo. Argonauts.
According to legends, the Argonauts refer to the story of a band of heroes in ancient Greek who went to find the Golden Fleece at the coasts of the Black Sea. A long time ago, a Greek boat left Constantinople. They sailed in the Black Sea for many days before they encountered a storm and lost their way.
Just as the sailors despaired, they saw rays of light coming from the eastern skies. And then green mountains and shores revealed themselves. The sailors cheered in happiness. Yalta! Yalta!
The origin of the name Yalta. It is also the location of the conference.
It's in Crimea. Golden Fleece. You know how the British love their puns, right? Then, there must be a golden fleece they want. Then what is this golden fleece? What do the Great Britain and the United States want from the Soviet Union? An attack from the Far East. Then, this is the golden fleece that Churchill and Roosevelt wanted.
They hope that after the Germans are defeated, the Soviets will lead their army to the eastern lines into northeast China and wipe out the Japanese Kwantung army. If that's true, the Japanese will be defeated immediately.
The war ending with Japan's defeat is a good thing. We should be happy. But somehow I don't have a good feeling about this.
But this proposal makes sense military-wise.
Chief? We need to check our general stuff. Yes, especially in details.
All right. Thanks, Alan. Lieutenant Eddie from headquarters, please.
From the perspective of a soldier, when their army had paid such a high price, they will not be willing to part away from the territory they had occupied.
How about from the perspective of a politician? They will never be satisfied with what they have in their hands. They will also aim for the things in other people's hands, making these allied countries withdraw from the territory they occupied. China will be extremely difficult.
I believe that this is how they will split China after the war.
So they plan all these behind our backs. These allied countries are bandits.
Mr. David, you still think I'm not busy enough?
I'm very sorry, but we have new developments in the murder case of Officer William this morning.
Okay, what is it?
Let's cut it short. What is Argo Voyager or Argo Navigator? What does it mean?
I'll let the secretary go outside.
Lieutenant? You still there?
How did you know about this?
Was in Officer Williams' suitcase something related to that?
David, you're really stepping out of line on this.
My surveillance report tells me that they are talking about this topic in the embassy right now.
Yeah, you said it right.
Thanks.
Yes?
Make sure that not one single word of this Chinese conversation is leaking.
Yes, sir. Chief, Chinese is going to transfer some information to home.
Alan, listen to me. The Chinese already broke their headquarters code.
Put everybody of them under surveillance.
Okay, yes, sir.
Counselor, I've received a notice from the British military intelligence. They said no one from the Chinese embassy can leave England. All forms of transportation will be closed to the staff of our embassy.
Insolence. They have no right to do that.
Yes, the British had given us an official explanation. They need the staff of our embassy to cooperate in the investigation of Colonel Williams' murder.
Miss Melanie, I can give you the information that the Chinese side knows about the secret in the suitcase. Do you have any idea how I prefer to treat secret agents?
I smashed their brains out!
Melanie was unusually calm. From David Petrie's words, she deduced that the intel had reached General Liang Tong's hands. Though Melanie had lost her memories, as a Chinese, patriotism runs deep in her blood, and she felt naturally close to Liang Tong.
We need to appeal this decision.
I already did. They said, it's wartime. The murder of Colonel William is related to the secrets of the Allied armies. So, this is a special circumstance. They hope we can understand.
Counselor, our radio was disrupted by a strong signal. We can't perform our work.
What? It was fine a moment ago.
We can't even call out. Our communication with the outside world has been cut.
We're being monitored.
David Petrie has shown up. It seems that the British didn't sit idle after all.
Check which room it is.
That must be the British surveillance room.
The Chinese have a saying. Behind the mantis, hunting the cicada, is the goldfinch.
Goldfinch.
We're the goldfinch in this case.
Can we confirm that the Chinese know about the intel in the briefcase?
This mini camera.
Don't you think it's weird?
We will check it before we start our operation.
The British will do it for us.
Is this intel that important?
Please believe in my brother Masanobu Tsuji. He's a genius. Do you know what's most important? If you have a chance to meet him, you will be confused. He's my identical twin. If I remove my glasses, we will look exactly the same.
This is the last intel we received from the Germans.
General Liang, you're from Sichuan, right? I heard that Sichuan women are virtuous. Introduce one to me.
Xiaoman, I heard that you're from northeast China. Which part are you from?
Shenyang. That's a great place. A lot of people, a lot of lands, and we all love to eat rice.
Liu.
Quick! Get us back in there! Find out what's blocking our signal! Come on! Check the device, quickly. Get the signal back.
Look, the speaker is connected to these metallic wires. They've set this up a long time ago.
We've used the detector many times in the past. We can't even detect it.
British technology is far more advanced than ours.
Follow the wire and find out where's their surveillance room. We must lodge a strong protest against this.
Yes, sir. I will move out at once. Go.
Yes, sir.
How did you know we're being monitored?
We've only talked about Melanie. In the guest room and in your office. The guest room has a rather simple setting. So, it must have happened in your office. I didn't expect it. To be under the floor of your office. Such a hidden place, with such an advanced piece of equipment.
We're a member of the Alliance. Look, they are treating us like enemies.
Mr. Sher, logically speaking, this is not necessarily a bad thing. The reaction of the British means the intel is true.
Sir, come here, take a look. We have to cut any connection leading to us. Clean up all the wires. Don't let them find us here. Yes, sir. They're gonna buy us some time.
It's time for the harvest. What are they doing?
Something interesting is going to happen.
We must destroy all the photos. Do you remember the key points?
We only need the minutes.
That has to be destroyed too. The Japanese will come again.
Mr. Petrie, look over here. Look at what I found.
Go home.
Bye.
5 left. Among them is a person named Alan.
It's time to make a move.
Yes, sir.
Was Melanie Emi Nakayama? Was she the person who brought him into the CPC? Questions after questions appeared in Liang Tong's mind. Why did Melanie hand him the secrets? What is her true goal? What is her real identity? There were no answers to these questions. Liang Tong couldn't see through the fog. He must uncover the truth. That's because he needs to verify the intel. He knows that. The intel showed a great threat to China's interests. It will affect the direction of the Chinese war against Japanese aggression. There must not be any mistake with the intel.
I cannot let you return to China alone. The war against Japanese aggression is every Chinese's responsibility.
You must continue studying at Imperial Japanese Army Academy. This is the order from the organization. Remember, the revolution is not about a romantic relationship. You must remember what discipline is.
I can confirm that the radio station still exists, but is not in operation.
This means... if we charge inside now, we can take a glimpse at their treasures. Let's go.
Even if Liang Tong believes that the intel is highly likely to be true, Melanie provided, he will not send the intel back to China. He knows that the validity of this intel is a double-edged sword. If it is true, he can protect China's national interest. If it's not, it can also hurt China's national interest.
Cover me!
Yes, sir.
I'm curious to know when he took the chance to take the pictures of these documents.
Mr. Pitterly, our monitoring stations have been attacked.
The Japanese, for sure.
Have the Chinese really obtained the secrets of the briefcase?
We will know once we get in. Anyway, this is the only time we can attack them. We've attracted the attention of the Royal Military Police.
The main issue is stopping the Chinese from making any noises.
Yes, sir.
General, there were movements in the yard.
Let's make the British protect our place.
Damn! These sly Chinese, not bad.
They will come at any moment. Forget it, let's withdraw.
The deadline. David Petrie promised the American embassy has arrived. He must hand over Melanie. Even if he is still filled with suspicions. Even if he desires to know what kind of secret was kept inside the book.
We can use the secret passage.
Tell me.
Here. There's a commercial ship at a port downstream of the River Thames. We can take the ship downstream to leave London and enter the North Sea. Then follow the coast up north and enter the Wash before going back to River Greathouse and reach Bedford. There is an airport there that belongs to the Royal Canadian Air Force. It's a small airport, so no one really pays attention to it. The plane that flies from America to Iceland will be waiting for us there.
Is this the route we used to import our planes from America?
Yes. The planes we imported from America fly to the United Kingdom and then to North Africa across the Mediterranean Sea to Egypt and then the Red Sea, Karachi, Kolkata, and finally the starting point of the Hump Tingjang Airport.
Shaman, we often use this air route.
In normal circumstances, our planes do not need to land at Bedford. But this time, the Hump requested a C-47 cargo plane. As there is only one plane, so it will use this small airport. Don't worry, no one will notice it.
Sir?
Alan, what about Miss Spears?
She already went back. I have some information for you. Chinese want to go home. Chinese embassy is going to open some secret corridor. Someone is going to cross the border secretly.
I guess this is the ambassador wants to go back. Are you sure they have no idea that we are tapping their secret conversation?
I'm pretty sure they don't know. They even haven't seen us. If he has not intel, that means we can do nothing. But if something happened to ambassador, it can cause us an international scandal.
You let out some of that information. I want to see the Japanese, how they come out for themselves.
You mean attracting Japanese by the bait?
That ambassador is quite a juicy piece of bait.
Liang Tong, we should discuss some of the details again. I'm going back to China.
This is a very dangerous mission. I should go instead. All the details are inside my head. Now the British had locked all our official routes back. I will leave secretly. First thing in the morning.
Do you intend to take them by surprise?
Yes.
But this is a very dangerous mission if you use the secret passage. All your diplomatic protection will be gone. Are you trying to use the British to perform an act? So the Japanese will believe that you have already obtained the intel in that briefcase.
Suji-san.
When I found the English translations of their recordings, they were already burnt to this state. How unfortunate. I'm sure the Chinese already know about the secrets in the briefcase. We're the only ones who still haven't got it.
What should we do?
The British will never let the Chinese out. Send the intelligence out easily. The Chinese will definitely make their moves. Wait for one more day. Yalta?
Though our radio was interrupted, we can still send a telegram. It's easier than sending a living adult, right? The British can intercept our message easily, but even if they intercepted the telegram, so what? Our side will still obtain the intelligence. And if you really leave, you can also lay a trap with a wiretap to bewilder them and leave quietly. Why did you destroy their monitoring device? You angered David Patry and let the Japanese believe you have obtained the intelligence from the briefcase. Then a bunch of mad dogs will be chasing after you.
Mr. Shi, if the Japanese truly seek the intelligence, they will definitely try to kill me. If this intelligence is a trap, they will help me escape the British. So I can send the intelligence back to China.
You want to use your actions to verify the authenticity of the intelligence?
Are you suspecting Melanie?
The more valuable the intelligence is, the greater the scheme behind. It is.
Is she a double agent?
It is possible, deliberately spreading false information, to worsen the relationship between China and its allies. If China and Japan unilaterally reconciled, it will be beneficial to the Japanese. They can send 2 million soldiers to fight in the Pacific War.
If the intelligence is correct, the Japanese will try to negotiate peace with China. Then, the Soviet Union will have no excuse to invade northeast China. At the same time, we can evade this pincer attack from the north and the south.
The Soviets are going to invade northeast China?
If we can prove the authenticity of this intelligence, then we are helpless in the United Kingdom. We can only mobilize China's resources to stop this secret agreement from going through.
But this is too risky.
I only need to reach Calcutta. At that point, I can determine the Japanese attitude. Even if the British capture me, it's worth it.
Have you thought about it? If the British are using us as well?
That's right. The British can deal with us secretly. They don't need to do all of these.
That's just David Petrie's wishful thinking. He wanted to deal with both of us at once. He wants to lure out the Japanese and capture the spy who leaked out Colonel William Spear's information.
This is a labyrinth. We seriously shouldn't get involved in this and lose our direction.
If we want to become a player, we have to be inside the labyrinth. If we cannot verify the authenticity of this intelligence, then we won't be able to utilize diplomacy. There will be no basis for our military actions. This will affect China's interest. My life is nothing compared to this.
If we can prove that the Yalta Accordance is real, what will you do?
I will fully support the final battle with the Japanese, so we can obtain a great victory against their aggression and turn the unfavorable resolutions of the Yalta Accordance around. At the very least, we will have the qualification to refuse to sign the unequal treaty and simplify the matter.
At this moment, Liang Tong was thinking about how to send the intelligence to Yan'an, so the Central Committee can solve the crisis.
Attention!
Something strange had happened to the Chinese embassy in London.
Huh?
The Japanese attacked the embassy more than 10 hours ago. The reason is not clear, but what makes it even stranger is, after a few hours, our communication with the embassy was cut. I think it's deliberate.
This can only be achieved by the British. Was Ambassador Gu Weijun at the embassy?
He went to America for a meeting. Currently, the person in charge of the embassy is Counselor Shi Jihong.
Your father-in-law.
My wife Xu Yang is currently in America. She's a member of Madame Sung's delegation to America. The London incident is directly handled by Madame Sung. My wife and my father-in-law were dragged into this incident. It seems that I cannot be excused from it as well. Yes, I have a classmate from military academy. He's called Liang Tong. He's an inspector general, sent by the military commission to Europe to study the European battlefield. He was at the embassy at that time. Churchill, Roosevelt, and Stalin
are currently in a meeting in Crimea. The Japanese attacked our embassy at such a sensitive time. And our embassy and the British somehow stayed silent about it. After that, the British isolated the embassy from the rest of the world. This is a bizarre incident.
It is bizarre indeed.
Now, we should try our best to contact the embassy. If we can't, the delegation will have to cancel their trip to America and go back to London.
Is Madame soon going to London to settle things there?
That's possible. It's late night in London at the moment. We will get the latest report tomorrow. I will keep an eye on this matter and contact you.
Okay.
This is the information given by the Military Commission. I've used it to come here today.
Are you close with Liang Tong?
Yes. We studied and slept together in the military academy. Though he's younger than me, we were very close.
He had studied in Japan.
He studied in Japan, and then joined me as a classmate at the Nanjing Military Academy after returning to China. And Zheng Guangxi, he's the Deputy Chief of Military Intelligence and part of the U.S. delegation. He's also our classmate.
Was Liang Tong in the 18th Group Army led by Chen Cheng, and participated in the Battle of Shanghai and Wuhan.
That's him. He is very brave and smart. He's a key member of Chen Cheng's faction.
I think you should become closer to him. Maybe we can use him. Liang Tong is a military genius. He's also someone the party can use in the future. You were classmates. You should support him.
Chen Cheng currently holds high office. He is a very powerful man. We all call him the little chairman behind his back.
Shi Jihong seems to agree with the idea of a final battle, but he also said that someone is being reckless. Liang Tong suddenly realized that the final battle will not be as successful as he thought. Chiang Kai-shek's government was indecisive about the war against Japanese aggression, and the National Revolutionary Army is just like Chiang Kai-shek's private army. Liang Tong became worried. What will the Yalta Conference bring to China?
Mr. Shi?
You have used up the ammo in your gun, right?
Yes.
We don't have any in the storeroom. Please take this.
The gun is a financier's special edition. Limited production. It's a valuable gun.
You know your guns. It belongs to you now. I took this gun forcibly. From my son-in-law. Take it. Use it to defend yourself.
Mr. Shai, this is too valuable. I can't accept it.
Is it more valuable than your life? Do you want to toss away your life? Keep it.
Thank you, Mr. Shi.
This is a notebook. It recorded Mr. Gu Weijun's life as a diplomat. He gave it to me. All these years, this notebook had helped me greatly. Take it with you. I believe you will face many unexpected things. Take a look. It might be helpful to you.
I will definitely take good care of these two items.
Continue to monitor them. We will be right there. They are on the move. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
You only need to take that plane in time and reach Calcutta. I believe the British will wait for you there. Persevere, and you will find the chance to turn this around. I will send a secret telegram to Madame Sung's delegation to America at the promised time, so they will go to Calcutta to meet you.
You've planned this thoroughly.
But you have to rely on yourself. On your trip in the United Kingdom, take care and persevere until you win.
I believe we will live to the day the Japanese lose.
General, the car has arrived. Let's go.
Mr. Shi, we shall meet again.
Peace is not easy to obtain. Our national pride is also obtained through guns and bullets. This is what history taught us. Take care.
Take care.
Hey! These are yours. Okay.
Were you able to locate Ms. Melanie?
Yes. The Americans brought her into the most beautiful air shelter in England.
The Savoy Hotel, the American camp.
Yes. I've mentioned your request. Ms. Melanie has agreed to use the American ambassador's car to send you to Bedford Airport.
But that's just a backup plan. We should still use the secret waterway.
We're here.
What's new?
The truck has not come out yet.
Thank you.
The fish on the hook. Go to Cole Island, okay?
Sir, Chinese left the building. The two cars of Japanese following them.
Patient. Wait until they get all in the net, and then we pull them out at once.
Yes, sir.
The Japanese will not attack us if they are not sure if we're in the truck.
The British are either behind the Japanese or waiting for us at the front.
Front?
There are too many segments to the waterway. I believe the British have full control of it.
The truck has disappeared.
Fool! Find it quickly!
The Japanese went to find the British.
Let them play by themselves.
Over there!
Follow them.
Please come in.
Counselor, our technicians have discovered the jammer set by the British. We can do something to disable it.
That's great.
We can send our messages, but if the British find out about this, they will install the jammer again.
Then we must be careful. Don't alert them. Wait until the promised time and destroy the jammer. We must send this telegram to Madame Soong in Washington, D.C.
Understood.
At that time, General Liang should be on the plane. This telegram is very important.
Yes, we've prepared everything. There will be no delays.
Good.
Stop. Drive back to that location.
Which location?
Fool. The place where the truck disappeared.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
What's going on?
General Liang. They're halfway to getting off.
General Liang Tong? I thought it was the ambassador. That fellow managed to fool me.
Sir, Japanese almost stepping in our trap. But turn around.
These goddamn bloody bastards! We have to go. Go, 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 go!
It's over there.
Put down your weapons.
Cover me! Chase after Ms. Melanie. Treat me to Sichuan rice wine when we get back to China. And find me a wife.
You get them for me, yeah?
Yeah, sure. Give it to me. Give us
that hurts.
Give us my Give us my Give us
these bastards! You get them! You go get them, yeah?
Sure.
Hey!
Sure, I will go.
Go! Go! Go!
Let's go!
Go!
There.
You get them.
Freeze!
Stay back, or I will kill her.
Put down your gun. Take the woman away. Go.
Yes, sir.
Send him off.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Sir, you see this bastard?
These bastards! Get them, all of them!
Quickly!
Kill them! Oh, that hurts.
Documents.
Get on the bike. It will bring you to the plane.
Not to Bedford?
I believe you will get caught again before you reach Bedford. There's also a plane at this airport. It's also heading to Calcutta. I've already arranged it for you.
Thank you.
I hope that you can succeed in your mission.
My brother is dead. Liang Tong took the life of my other half.
Your brother is a brave warrior.
We will remember him.
Liang Tong. He killed my brother. Does this mean Liang Tong and the Chinese have obtained the secrets of the Yalta conference? Then Liang Tong will bring this secret back to China. He must, have gotten the film.
Do you know who's Liang Tong?
I've investigated him. He is a key member of Chen Cheng's faction. He's a brave and smart man. That's right. He is an expert on Japan. He studied at the Imperial Japanese Army Academy. He has stayed in London for over 1 year. He's currently an Inspector General of the Military Commission. Sending a military staff back to China now means that the Yalta Conference will affect China's military actions. It seems that The content of that briefcase is important. My younger brother also lost his life because of this.
Where's Liang Tong now?
That's right. Where is he? That's our fatal mistake. Mrs. Spears. Melanie had taken him away. We fixated on the briefcase intel and deduced it's a film that Melanie delivered to the Chinese embassy. We went after the film, but forgot about this woman. In reality, this woman had followed us, killed our men, snatched away the people we caught, and taken away that mini camera. That's right. It's this woman's fault that Liang Tong killed my brother.
Calm down! I don't care about that woman. What's important now is the location of Liang Tong.
Where? Where is he? Liang Tong must be on his way back to China. Where is he? Calcutta. Yes, it must be in Kolkata. Commander Kimura, I have to go there personally. I will catch Liang Tong in Calcutta. We must capture him alive and grab that intelligence. It concerns the survival of the Japanese Empire. We must do something. My brother will not die in vain. I can feel Liang Tong coming closer and closer. I can hear his footsteps.
Anything from General Liang Tong?
Due to our strong protests, they have allowed us to make calls. But I believe the British will be monitoring our calls. If we say anything sensitive, they might cut off our communications immediately.
Call Bedford Airport to check if our C-47 cargo plane had departed. Were there any messages for us?
I've already called them. The plane has departed, but there weren't any messages. General Liang must have failed to board that plane.
Where did he go?
The promised time is near. Without General Liang, should we send that telegram to Madame Soong?
Yes. Stick to the plan. And send the telegram to Madame Soong. Tell them to fly to Calcutta immediately.
Don't move!
Don't move!
Don't move!
Yeah?
Japanese all caught up.
They're all alive?
They're all alive. They have radio station and radio operator.
Magnificent! Bring them all to me. We're gonna crack up their nuts. Digging out that rat just in the same move. Gonna crush them like roaches. One after the other. Back. And for our brothers in arms. For their sacrifice. To get peace for their souls in heaven.
Oh my god.
Japanese speculated that Liang Tong general have to go back.
Hard to believe he did grow a pair of wings and flew away.
If Melanie is a trap by the Japanese, the Yalta intelligence is a scheme by the Japanese. However, everything is shrouded in mystery. If Melanie's identity fails to be verified, then Liang Tong has to find a new way to verify the information. At this time, Liang Tong's mind is working frantically. Are there similarities in history? Liang Tong read the notebook for inspirations. Suddenly, a record made him excited. He becomes elated. A new solution formed in Liang Tong's mind. He will use an unexpected method to let Yan'an receive this important information at the first moment.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, how can I help you?
I need to send a telegram.
Fill this form, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, we've intercepted a telegram sent from Ballbrook Base. With the help of General Liang, we've already made contact with Ballbrook Base. The telegram was sent from the telecommunications room. It had already arrived in time, but by the time it was sent, the airplane had already took off. Destination, Kolkata. And now the plane is going to China.
So he did grow a pair of wings and flew away. Who did him board that plane? Get me an airplane ready. I have to fly to Calcutta. I have to tail him all the way. We need an airplane equipped for night flights. I have to confront this General Liang Tong. I have to wait for him in Calcutta. And don't let him meet anybody.
Yes, sir.
Financier. Liang Tong used the revolver to represent himself. This means he has reached Bollebrook Naval Base. At this moment, Shi Jihong didn't know. Melanie had already saved Liang Tong. It has become even more complicated. The plan was forced to change.
The information about Yalta is very tempting. The Allied countries hid such an important conference for us. This raises a lot of suspicions.
The secrecy of the Yalta conference is unprecedented. Our overseas agencies put in many efforts, but couldn't get anything. But Liang Tong had obtained information about the Yalta conference in London. It's an unexpected occurrence.
I don't think it's that simple. Why isn't this happening in London? Why do they need to meet with Liang Tong in Calcutta? They can send the message more quietly. This is too obvious.
Yes, it is bizarre.
Liang Tong was a classmate of Zheng Guangxi at the military academy. Zheng Guangxi knows Liang Tong very well. Now Liang Tong's high-profile behavior looked very strange to him. What had happened in London in the past year? Zheng Guangxi becomes suspicious of Liang Tong.
Generals, we can move out now.
Okay, let's go.
Go.
You put that airplane immediately on standby and wait. When General Liang Tong arrives, we take him immediately back to London and let him keep that secret rot in his belly and don't let him see anybody.
Yes, sir. For you, sir. My name is Harold. I am from Calcutta department. I organized this small office for you. I hope it's quite okay.
Wonderful. Petrie, nice to meet you.
You work too hard.
Sir, we've just received a telegram from Officer Allen. He found out Miss Melanie managed to get General Liang on a U.S. aircraft.
Melanie?
Miss Melanie was sitting in another airplane, following behind. She has already arrived in Kolkata.
We take Miss Melanie back to London too?
But Miss Melanie, she's there together with the American ambassador.
Ambassador Hurley? How did he come here?
Ambassador Harley and Song Mei-lin are all there attending a meeting. Afterwards, they will be going to a meeting in Mangyong.
My theory was right. God damn it! They fooled us! General Liang Tong, he knew early that Song Mei-lin's flight is landing in Calcutta for transfer. He can't do anything. God be with us. If General Liang Tong's plane arrives before Song Mei-lin's transit flight comes, that's the moment when we step out, tear him out, and take him back to London.
She's going to meet with Liang Tong soon. Melanie suddenly became confused. She was thinking, if she was Emi Nakayama. Melanie tried to find any clues in her memories that connects her with Liang Tong. Was Liang Tong deep within her memories?
Welcome to Kolkata.
So, are you Mr. Hurley?
正式.
Your Chinese is good.
Sit down, please.
Thank you.
Well, I'm already seeking for an assistant with a Chinese background for a while. I saw the notice when I was in London for an event. You're faithful and brave. Can't wait to get you here, Melanie.
Thank you, Mr. Hurley.
Well, I'm interesting. I heard you arranged General Liang Tong's travel to Kolkata by our trucking flight.
My husband is dead. I got protection from General Liang Tong, but British intentionally created illusion that General Liang Tong obtained the Yalta secret.
Ah. Well, but are you sure that General Liang Tong didn't get the Yalta meeting secret?
Yes. I got my husband's suitcase all the time, from the beginning until now.
The Yalta agreement is still a secret for me. I don't think it should have leaked already. What's the benefit? And why the British created this myth?
To attract Japanese. To discover the German spy of British inside via Japanese.
Is this related to your husband's death?
Germany got my husband information from a German spy and murdered him.
You're supporting General Liang. Does that also lead to the Japanese?
That's right. That leads to Japanese. I will arrange my husband.
Ah, it seems everything is explained. But what is the intention of General Liang?
I don't know.
Well, for the present, the most important thing is that tomorrow...
I don't know.
Well, for the present, the most important thing is that tomorrow we keep General Liang Tong here in Kolkata. We must prevent that the British will take him away. Everything must to be clear. The Chinese, the Japanese, and the British, none of them can ignore America.
I'll do my best.
Investment banker.
Who's that?
Oh, that's the Chinese army band stationed in India. They're here to receive Song Mei Lin's airplane.
Luke, the flight is coming. Looks like US aircraft.
God is with us! General Liang Tong arrives first. Ha! My players have been out! Go, arrest him!
Yes, sir.
What? No! No! What is he doing?
Don't land.
General Liang Tong, I thought we were friends. Can't we be civil?
Sure. No need to get nervous. Since we're friends, let me buy you a drink. Have you ever tried drinking in the air?
That's against the rules.
What if it's under my coercion?
If it's under your coercion, I wouldn't be responsible.
Good. I brought enough whiskey. You can drink all you want. Under my gun.
Really? Give me a bottle.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Come in, please.
Mr. Hurley.
Yeah. Miss Song should arrive soon. Well, let's go to see her.
Mr. Liang Tong has been arrived first.
Oh?
He hijacked our plane.
Oh.
The plane has been circling around for a long time.
Quite elegant.
Elegant to dog his ass! If he's running out of fuel, he won't look elegant anymore!
General Liang Tong has hijacked the US aircraft, sir. We cannot arrest him.
What a mess. It's all messed up.
Mr. David Petrie from National Security is waiting at Harsden to arrest him.
General Liang Tong is waiting for Miss Song's airplane.
It's supposed to be. General Liang Tong doesn't want to get arrested in Calcutta.
But he hijacked an American airplane at an American airport. This is about sovereignty.
Yes, I have already made American money to prepare for destructing him.
Did he listen to you?
In the name of the U.S., everything goes smoothly. So, General Liang Tong will be destroyed.
Melanie, I'm very content with your work. Thank you very much. Well, it seems everything is under control. And it must be, because this is the responsibility of America.
For the U.S.
For the U.S.
Lieutenant Kusaik, you're pretty crazy after drinking.
General Liang Tong, I get it now. The reason you asked me in to fill the gas tank.
Look. Song Mei Ling's transfer flight is coming in. Classic conspiration, isn't it?
Now we can land.
General Liang Tong, you are under arrest. Under the command of the 1st Aviation Force, I'm here to arrest you.
Do we need a ceremony or something?
Sorry, I'll have to take your gun.
Here.
That is an exquisite gun. With diamonds. It's useful for hijacking a pilot. But I'm afraid it'd be useless on a battlefield.
That's where you're wrong. I just want a victory with this revolver.
Okay.
Why Miss Song Meiling and Mr. Jiang Jingguo have not arrived yet?
They are having things to finish in Washington. They will arrive in hour. We come to deal with General Liang Tong's matters.
Yes, we should matter on Liang Tong's matters because Miss Melanie especially comes from London for that.
General Liang Tong has been pestering. David Petrie is negotiating with us.
All the best. I can find in Kolkata or here.
I didn't expect everyone to be here before Director Zeng arrived. What are they doing?
They are decoding the telegrams of the Japanese.
Can they?
They're all members of the Black Chamber, and they're experienced in decoding Japanese telegrams.
Black Chamber?
The Chinese Black Chamber is part of the Military Commission's Technical Research Office. They hired some experts in the US.
I've heard of it.
Director, the secret telegram of the Japanese army was decoded.
An old acquaintance.
Who?
Masanobu Tsuji, staff officer of the main staff headquarters in Tokyo, Japan. This guy's an activist. He fought in Shanghai during the January 28th incident in the 21st year of the Republic of China. After that, he's been targeting China and carried out his activities. 2 years ago, he went to Philippines and caused a great massacre. Now, he came to Calcutta from Yangon.
Did he mastermind the events in Britain as well?
I think so. This man is dangerous. Now he's joining the party with the Japanese Special Force.
Mr. Hurley, could you please give us General Liang Tong right now?
I'm afraid not. Unless General Liang Tong tells us everything. As for the First Air Command of the US Army, I could work with them. Perhaps persuade them not to pursue charges against General Liang Tong for hijacking the plane.
General Liang, this is your gun.
Thanks.
General Liang, we are friends. I can speak directly. Do you want me to leave you at Mr. David Petrie? Or shall I transfer you to the American military court?
I can tell you everything I know. But before that, I have one condition. If you agree to that, everything else would be no problem.
Well, before you telling me, you are not allowed to meet anyone from your government. Do you have some other questions?
I simply wish to see Mr. David Petrie to settle some personal history between us.
General Liu, General Zhang.
Have you seen Liang Tong?
No. Mr. Hurley didn't forbid me from seeing him, but he kept stalling.
He's such a fox.
General Liang said that he wanted to meet David Petrie, and Mr. Hurley said yes.
Didn't Liang Tong ask to see us?
I guess Mr. Hurley turned him down.
Turned him down?
In Calcutta, we don't need to answer to anyone, be they British, American, or Japanese. I'll get a battalion from the Chinese forces in India, and we'll see who dares to boss us around.
There's no need for that. Before Masanobu Tsuji arrives, we'll transfer Liang Tong back to the country. I want to talk to that Melanie.
With the support of the national government delegation, Liang Tong will be taken back to London by David Petrie easily. But Liang Tong is dying to see David Petrie right now, because he is the most crucial link in Liang Tong's new plan. Investment banker gave the invitation letter especially to David Petrie.
Investment banker. And Calcutta is her main stage. Running away. The telegram was totally unnecessary and not even elegant. You were trying to let me guess, didn't you? That telegram of that investment banker, was this like an invitation card to get even more people here? The Americans, or guys from the Chinese government, or even the Japanese?
You're the hero on this stage. You can't be missing.
Sure, Miss Melanie is coming here too. But she won't help you. She won't save you. The only one who can help you is yourself.
I feel like telling someone else's story, right?
Indeed. It's an incredible story. Miss Melanie, what's your purpose for doing all these? Forgive me for being rude.
I don't think I've thought about it. But this is a good question. I need to think.
Taking pictures of the files of the British Army General Staff and send them to the Chinese embassy, that is a capital crime.
Maybe it's in my blood. As a Chinese, any information related to China touches me. I know that's a far-fetched excuse, but my life is filled with mysteries and the unknown. I can't explain that.
Killing a few Japanese and sending General Liang Tong onto the plane. I've got to say, I'm quite impressed with you, Miss Melanie. Can you tell me, where did you receive your training?
I only found out about it just now that I could put down several people by myself.
That's really interesting. Spy cameras, fighting. These are all professional skills. Don't you know yourself at all?
Sometimes I truly hope that someone could tell me what I truly look like. I'm missing a part of my memories of my life.
Amnesia?
I strongly believe that you have a sense for the whole picture. And once and for all these operations, it's only to protect our allies' intelligence from leaking.
I'm afraid what you want is to draw the Japanese out, while capture the German spy hiding within your own.
Believe me, please. We have the same goal.
On the list of the Rhine River Crossing Operation Expedition, your husband, Mr. William Pierce, and General Liang Tong are both in it. You said that you didn't know General Liang Tong. Was it also because of your amnesia?
Maybe I do know him. You never know. I can only tell you once I've regained my memories.
So did General Liang Tong said that he knew you?
Mei Hui, don't you know me anymore? I'm Liang Tong, Mei Hui.
No. Anything else you'd like to know?
No, I've known a lot already. Thank you. Don't worry, Miss Melanie. I won't tell anyone. For what you told me. After all, David Petrie is still watching you. Besides, I'm still hoping for your help to transfer General Liang Tong as soon as possible.
I'll do my best.
Zheng Guangxi has looked into it. He confirmed that Melanie doesn't belong to any organization of the government. So, which organization does she belong? Melanie cannot simply have found Liang Tong's name on a list. The role of Liang Tong in Melanie's puzzle worries Zheng Guangxi.
It seems Mr. David Petrie has already made thorough arrangements for all of this. Too bad, though. Mr. Hurley would never allow me to meet the delegation, even if I agree to go back to London with you for investigation. How would people in the delegation believe me?
That's a problem indeed. I could organize some kind of a conference, make a statement, and let's get rid of that case of the detained airplane. Let's say it was a forced action by us to cooperate with our investigation. Listen, I talked to Ambassador Hurley to close it. That's what I do. I talked to Ambassador Hurley to close that case.
What? You're going to hold a press conference?
That's right. Let's make some kind of press conference and invite journalists from each country. There's a rumor going around the world that we detained the Chinese military attaché. They have to make a statement and declare that there's no such thing. No detained airplane, no detained attaché, no bloody state affair at all. That's what I do.
Have you seen the general?
I think I saw the general land in that direction.
Hurry up and pack everything. And go find him.
General!
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 There, go!
General! General! General!
General!
Help me up. There's a long way to walk.
Can you do it?
Assemble. Now!
Yes!
General Liang. General Liang. General Liang. Are you here at the press conference willingly or under duress? General Liang, are you detained by the British Secret Service?
General Liang, what secret is hiding inside the box?
The press conference is exactly the key to Liang Tong's new plan. And David Petrie is the executor of this new plan. Liang Tong has finally taken back control of everything. The emergence of Melanie, her relationship with the Japanese, or the Japanese attitude to the Yalta intelligence. Nothing could affect the execution of his plan. Liang Tong is going to verify the reliability of the Yalta intelligence he got from Melanie.
This is kidnapping. How could General Liang agree to this press conference?
Maybe he's trying to send us some messages through this conference.
Please sit down. Sit down, please. Thank you very much.
I don't think he's trying to contact us at all.
Let's just wait and see.
Mr. David Petrie, aren't you worried that I back down and say that you detained me?
Chinese have a saying, 一言九鼎. I know you're such a man and you know the consequences.
Well, everybody sit down.
Ladies and gentlemen, we decided, together with the representatives of the national Chinese government, to hold this kind of meeting today. Of course, with the agreement of the US Ambassador, Mr. Hurley, because we want to make a clear statement to the outside world because of the rumor that we, the National British Security Department, our headquarters, had or had not detained the Chinese military attaché. So today he's here with us, Mr. General Liang Tong, and he will stand here and answer your questions in person. Mr. General Liang Tong. I got injured while I was protecting General Liang Tong, and you may regard my injury as a proof of our friendship. No, we never detained the Chinese military attaché, and it is in our interest that the rest of the world knows the truth, and therefore we need your sincere and decent support. And therefore I also want to show my deep gratitude towards Miss Spears and General Yalta.
Are you okay? Shall we take a break?
Don't mention any break until we catch the Chinese.
Yes!
Now, I want to please Mr. General Liang Tong for holding his speech.
Stop! You can't come in. Let go of me. Let go of me! I have an emergency. I have an emergency.
Let me handle it. What's going on? Okay, I see now. Go. Everyone, the Japanese paratrooper special forces have arrived at Kolkata now. Their goal is General Liang Tong. This place is dangerous now. The press conference should stop. Transfer General Liang Tong to us now. I need to protect his safety.
General Tsang, do you really think this is a proper way to deal with your people?
If we can't guarantee General Liang Tong's safety, the government of the Republic of China will have an attitude.
The press conference has just started. Please take your seat.
Please, everybody sit down. Everybody sit down. Thank you.
Let's just sit and listen.
I hereby declare solemnly that there's no detainment of any Chinese military attaché. I'll make a simple statement for everyone to know the truth. The true goal of the Japanese is not to kill Colonel William Spears. Or, of course, not to kill Mrs. Spears or me. Their true goal is to gain insight into the United States, Britain, and the Soviet Union, the Yalta Conference, and the Crimean Peninsula. After the Yalta Conference, they've made a battle plan according to the contents of the conference. And this plan is in the suitcase of Colonel William Spears. Colonel William Spears sacrificed his life trying to keep this secret. And then this suitcase was given to Mrs. Spears, which is Miss Melanie. At the risk of being killed, Miss Melanie accidentally ran into the British Embassy of the Republic of China. As a result, we were also drawn into this incident and became the Japanese targets. Right now, this suitcase is back to the headquarters of the British Army. This suitcase has never been opened. David Petrie and his colleagues have made huge efforts on this. That's the whole story.
General Liang, we need the truth.
That's right. We don't need lies.
I have a question for General Liang. If you haven't seen what's in the suitcase, why would you come back to China at the risk of being killed? That doesn't make any sense.
General Liang, we'd like to know. What you just said, was it under the coercion of the British military intelligence? Please answer.
General Liang, everyone is suspecting the reason you came back to China. Please explain.
If General Jiang Tong haven't seen the box code, how dares he to go back to China? Isn't he afraid to be assassinated by Chinese spies?
Right, General Liang. Please explain.
Yes.
Quiet! Everyone, quiet, please. General Liang, could you please explain to us?
Because my country is summoning me. I've never opened that suitcase, but I've guessed what's in it.
This is just a theory of General Langtong, and there's no evidence, and this is also not the issue here today.
We need to know the truth.
We need to hear it from General Liang.
We need to hear it from General Liang.
Although General Liang stated that there was no detaining of any Chinese military attaché, we can never rule out the possibility of him making such a statement under coercion. We hope that General Liang could speak out of his free will.
That's right.
General Liang Tong can say whatever he wants, but the British, the Chinese, and the Americans are allies. And although he speaks out his assumption freely that we're gonna lose anything.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Sit down, please. Please sit down. Thank you very much. I can hear his assumption. Are you sure he didn't open the suitcase?
Yes, I'm sure.
I believe that anyone who cares about the situation in the world would have a very bold assumption of what will happen next. Europe would be liberated in the next few months by the Soviet Union and allies. That's a fact. There's no secret at all. So, on the Pacific battlefield, Britain and America have gathered lots of planes and navies and have taken control of the air and sea. But if they want to land in Japan, they still need powerful armies. This will cause Britain and America to fall into a cruel war. The Japanese are dying to know, what will they face after the European battlefield comes to an end? Unexpectedly, the Yalta Conference didn't release any news to the outside world. What agreement did Britain, America, and the Soviet Union reach was what the Japanese are truly interested in. And that is what's in that suitcase.
Right logic.
I have a bold assumption. Roosevelt and Churchill have requested Stalin to declare war on Japan after the war in Europe, and the Soviet Union will send troops to the northeast to form a north-south attack on Japan. Japan will lose the war, and all this will happen within a year. China will win the war against Japan.
This assumption about Yalta will be spread around the whole world. The three parties of Yalta will have to respond. Liang Tong has reached his goal. And letting Yan'an receive the news on Yalta is what Liang Tong secretly want the most. The Yalta Accordance affects everyone's fate after the war. And similarly, it affects the fate of the CPC.
Did Liang Tong actually say that?
There were journalists from various countries present. Right now, all that's left is the public response of the three parties in the Yalta Conference.
That's bad. It will destroy the morale of our soldiers, and we'll never fight properly anymore. The Empire of Japan will be destroyed overnight.
The plane for Sung Mei-ling, Chiang Kai-shek's wife, has just taken off from Calcutta, heading to the Xinjiang airport. It will fly over the Himalayas. I'm guessing she's bringing this news back home.
Shoot it down. Shoot it down at whatever cost no one gets out. Slay them. All for me.
General, it's impossible to lock the news. Telegrams are all over the place sending this news. General!
There's not enough time. Go get Liang Tong's head. Go!
Yes! Move!
Liang Tong has made his assumption of the Yalta Conference public, using the media to force America, Britain, and the Soviet Union to respond to verify the credibility of the intelligence. Meanwhile, sending us the intelligence too.
Liang Tong turned the intelligence into news. That's creative.
So there's only one thing for us to do now. Wait. Wait for the three countries in the conference to respond.
Go ahead and do that. I'll be leaving.
Let me accompany you.
No need.
Okay, take care then.
Okay.
Liang Tong's press conference still troubles Zheng Guangxi. Does he have some other agenda? Especially the odd relationship between him and Melanie makes him wonder. That Miss Melanie with amnesia must have another identity. Then Liang Tong. These thoughts worry Zheng Guangxi a lot.
Attention!
Chief Bai.
Chief Bai.
Why didn't you inform us in advance? You're all here. I wasn't able to prepare.
Chief Bai, this is the emergent telegram General Liu sent from Calcutta.
Okay. Come on, take a seat. That was abrupt.
Indeed. The Japanese are going down.
Captain Li Tsung-jen has left Laoheku. He's on his way back to Chongqing. Liu Feiyun is coming back soon. We should really discuss this.
If the news is reliable, it will be a huge blow to Japan.
Yes. The situation of the war will change. Guys, we need to think about how we should utilize this change. To gain advantage after Japan surrenders. Gain advantage. To regain the fame and power we had back in the North Expedition.
The Conference of Yalta was such an important meeting. And you're just guessing about the content. It's just like daydreaming, isn't it? Do you know how much men we lost just because of that? How can a soldier think of things like that? Doesn't he just have to follow orders and fulfill his duty?
Mr. David Petrie. As a soldier, I'm also a Chinese. How many lives we have lost in the war against Japan, and how much price we have paid. I think the world knows that perfectly clear. Right now, Japan is about to lose, but the British and the Americans are secretly hurting our rights. How can I stay silent about it? I can't. If it were you, will you choose to remain silent?
I really like your thinking, but it's nothing more than a theory. If you only had taken a look in that suitcase. I will keep an eye on you. I never let you out of my sight. I admit, you managed to fool me. But don't get cocky and try this another time. Don't you ever think of that.
Sure. As long as you don't drink too much.
Sir, you better come listen to the radio.
This conference consolidated and maintained the Triple Alliance in wartime. Mediated the war against Germany and Japan. And accelerated the process of victory in this anti-fascist war. Meanwhile, it significantly helped form a stable and peaceful situation after the war. The Yalta Conference released some exciting news.
Scheduled for the end of the European and Pacific battlefield, the news of the war about to end is inspiring to everyone around the world. Have decided the US, Brit, FR, the SU, and China shall be the Council to make crucial regulations at the principle of universal agreement, which set the foundation for the establishment of the United Nations.
May our soil and water, air and fruits become sweet.
May the fields and forests, families and markets are flourishing.
May our hopes and promises, actions and words become real. May our people's lives become harmonious. This is where the poet Tagore hails from.
I wish I could visit Tagore's hometown.
Let's do that someday.
Brother, you're free.
I'm free.
Free? Once the news was spread around the world, the British and the Americans can never pester you again.
You are.
Such a strategic spy. You know, you're the only person I know who can infer the big picture from small details. Good for you. Madame Sung has arrived at Chongqing and met the Commandant. Our Commandant was very happy about your action. He said that publicizing the news on Yalta could ruin the Japanese morals and encourage the confidence of our people against the Japanese. Also, it caused pressure on the Triple Alliance of Yalta.
Too bad the media cannot affect real power. We still need to put up a fight with the Japanese and give our best in it. We should get back to the country right away. There's no time to lose.
The plane is ready and will soon take off back to Chongqing.
Good. Sorry, Miss Melanie, I can't go to Tagore's hometown with you anymore.
It's okay. We have already read the poetry of Tagore.
Will you come back to Chongqing with us?
I'm still waiting for Ambassador Hurley's message. You guys go first.
See you.
See you.
Bye.
Bye. General Liang. I want you to have this. For a souvenir.
General, here they come.
General, he's responsible for cleaning and cooking at the airport.
Do you live inside?
Yes, I live inside.
Always?
Yes, I just come out when I need to buy something.
I believe you have a key to open the door.
Yes, yes, I have the key.
You know, if I cannot open the door, I will blow your brain off. You know, if I cannot open the door, I will blow your brain off.
I know, I know. We love Japanese. You released us from the dictatorship of English colony.
Oh, thank you, thank you. What is your name?
My name is Tari Patti Singh.
Tari?
Tari Patti Singh.
Tari Patti Singh.
Yes.
Good boy.
Thank you.
No, listen, ask everyone to check over again. We shall never fail. Finish Liang Tong. Use your brains. Liang Tong's sharp-witted. That man. What?
Who? Liang Tong?
Yeah.
Liang Tong General just left.
What?
Really? Just before some time he left to his country with his plane.
Retreat.
Why can't we leave?
Yes. They said on the phone that the chairman wanted to see us in no time and asked us to wait here. They'd send Meng Xiang to pick us up, who's already on the way. Just wait. Let me take a look at it. So this was the camera that captured that intelligence?
I guess so.
There are only 1/700 sets of this type of cameras released in the world for document filming, only it's quite good. Now, I'm so interested in Miss Melanie's real identity.
The real intelligence about Yalta has proved that this woman has nothing to do with Japanese.
Then that's more interesting. See, a staff member at the American Embassy took such important information to our embassy, killed some Japanese, went in great danger, and sent you to a plane heading for Kolkata. It can't be more interesting.
This woman is indeed worth investigating.
Melanie suffers from amnesia. Do you know that?
Amnesia?
Do you believe that she has amnesia? Anyway, I don't believe it.
That makes sense.
You want to call me paranoid again? You know what? I'm really not paranoid this time. Did you know this Melanie before?
How could I possibly know her?
You didn't know her? Then did you know a girl who looked just like her? Beautiful girls are always impressive, huh?
You've always had a better appreciation of pretty women than I do.
Now, I am confident in this field. If we have a chance later, Let me improve it for you.
What a shameless man.
Zheng Guangxi had his eyes on Melanie. That frightened Liang Tong. Liang knew his classmate of military academy well, who was shrewd, capable, and low profile. If Melanie claimed to suffer from amnesia, then she and Emi Nakayama were highly possible the same person. However, Liang wondered why she hid her identity from him. Liang Tong felt that danger was approaching him imperceptibly.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Come here. Come to sign. May I have your name, please?
I'm Yang Suya.
Yang Suya.
Mommy, is Dad gonna come back soon?
Yeah, he's coming back.
Dad's gonna come back after the Japanese invaders surrender. Yep, you're a good boy, little Shia. Mommy, look, it's Grandpa and Grandma.
Come over here, little shy little Ron. Come here, we're here.
Grandpa, Grandma!
Is it lively and boisterous today?
Yep.
Are you happy?
Dad, happy? Mom?
Hello, Suya. You're just in time. The ceremony is about to start. Didn't you meet little Tian and the others?
Nope.
What happened?
Are little Tian and Shugu gonna be late?
Little Tian went to pick up his bride early in the morning. Will they be late? The group wedding won't be delayed for anyone.
Yeah, then I'm going to look for them.
Go have a look.
Come on, come here.
Just stay with grandparents, okay?
Dad!
Mr. Zhou! Mr. Zhou!
Dad!
Shugu!
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Are you okay? Mr. Zhou. Shugo.
Don't move, everybody, don't move.
You can't seal the door!
How dare you? What are you doing?
You can't take the seal.
Listen, my dad commands thousands. If we confront you, what of it? My stamp causes tremors by the Sichuan River.
Enough.
Dad, they can't act rampantly in front of our house.
This is the auxiliary capital. Under the Emperor's feet. You can't mess up here. Snatch your knife.
Dad!
What are you looking at? Grab it!
Dad.
Come on. Be a good girl. Go and finish your wedding.
No! You must attend my wedding. You have to be there.
Do as I said. Little Tian, come over here.
Let him through.
Little Tian, here I entrust Shugu to you. Rush to Jiaochangku now. It's still not too late for the wedding.
Sir, please rest assured.
Girl, just listen. Good girl. Come on. Be a good girl. Bye.
Retreat, everyone.
Stop! Stop now! Dad. Dad. Dad! Mr. Zhou! Dad! 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 What's this all about?
In no case will I believe that Mr. Zhou would surrender. Sichuan, people can never lose face like this. Like the battles of Taiyuan and Changsha. How did Sichuan troops fight those wars? Everyone knows the answer.
My dad broke through, but was forced to surrender by the encircling troops. My dad didn't...
Mr. Zhou is a capable general. He lost all of his entire army. Mr. Zhou said the troops were annihilated by the Japanese invaders. I don't believe it.
Did the Zhous all get on board?
They've left for home. I asked them to wait for news at home and be ready to come back at any time.
Shugu, I think you should just stay here. This is your house, after all. Mr. Zhou and he have been brothers in Elder Brother Society for decades. Just make yourself at home.
I'll go ask for information tomorrow. I wish Liang Tong could come back soon.
Yeah. If little Tong came back, he would definitely figure out a way.
Mr. Zhou's a benefactor to little Tong and this family. Xiu, don't worry. We will never stand by and just watch.
Let's eat. Sir, let me have a drink with you. Little she, little Lan, come in and eat. No more playing around.
Little she, little Lan, come down to eat.
What's that? We've been apart for over a year and now you don't know how to speak.
You know we haven't met for over a year, huh? How many times did you call me?
A lot.
Why didn't I receive any?
Xiang always answered and we chatted well.
That's a load of crap.
What kind of wine is prepared for today?
There's abundant wine. Huziki's also back, and he's been asking for a great feast of liquor.
As he wishes.
Nice. After a year of separation, you've also changed your hairstyle.
Stop. Let's be serious. Hurry, he's waiting. Grab your luggage and come with me.
You're the one who should take the luggage and go with us.
Well...
Do as he said.
Do as he said.
I miss you so much, sir.
Me too. Well done. I finally see you come back.
I'm ready to do something great with you.
So do I. Guangxi, it's all thanks to you this time.
Don't mention it. It's my pleasure.
Minister, let's go find a nice place to talk.
Okay, why are you wearing this?
He had no time to get changed after he got off the plane. I've asked the retinue office to prepare his clothes.
Let's go.
How's it? Is the water hot?
I took a really nice bath. You know what? I felt so uncomfortable after this flight.
Nowhere is comfier than home.
Yeah. Where's Tom?
Minister Chen is in a private meeting. The Commandant will meet with you soon.
I haven't seen Tong for a long time. He changed a lot. Don't you think so?
Is that so? I haven't seen him in over a year.
I feel so hungry after a bath. Is there anything to eat?
I've prepared it for you in advance. I know you're picky about food. I made it for you in person.
I'm impressed by the retinue office. Good boy.
Just a minute.
The information about Normandy landings that you sent from the UK has been read by everyone. We really appreciate advanced thinking of the war. The situation of this amphibious operations plan is similar to the one in Yingkou, northeast China. This time we transferred you back from the UK because our country's in need of talents. Liang, I have a question. How do you think the Japanese government will respond to the Yalta secret treaty?
In order to quickly withdraw from the Chinese theater, Japan must either fight decisively to compel our surrender with an overwhelming victory, or swiftly negotiate the return of our territory for a ceasefire.
I will never consider negotiating a truce as a soldier.
Sir, the Japanese have long sought a decisive battle, aiming undoubtedly at Chongqing to destroy our rear base. Only this strategy fulfills their objective.
Exactly. Yasuji Okamura's Operation Gyokusai was passed by their staff this morning. His purpose is quite simple, which is to occupy Chongqing.
True. Yasuji Okamura is unimaginably stubborn. Given the international situation and our strength, we can organize a big battle and fight Yasuji Okamura to the end. We stand a chance of winning a complete victory. Henceforth, we'll transition into full strategic counteroffensives against Japan, showing the world that Chinese can resolve their issues independently. Sir, I request to lead the troops to fight the last battle against the Japanese.
You don't need to fight this battle. You have another task. Come to and sit. The status quo is quite complicated. After the Japanese get out of China, the one who gets northeast China will be the winner, no matter what happens. We have to ensure that our national army lands in northeast China first, and controls it. You've studied the Normandy landings, so Mr. Chiang decided to let you design the post-war National Army garrison plan. This is a huge project. You're under loads of pressure. Before that, you should thoroughly investigate the national situation.
A thorough investigation is indeed needed.
This is a secret mission. We will proclaim that. Your position as Deputy Director of the Armaments Department eases your investigation.
Liang Tong didn't expect Chen Sheng to give me a new assignment. The deployment plan of KMT National Army after the war was really important information for Yan An. He wanted to know the party's instruction before taking any action.
Who else is in this group?
Zheng Guangxi handles intelligence. There are only the three of us for now. Just tell me if you need anyone else. We can transfer him or her.
Rest assured, sir, I will fulfill my duty.
Good. Yang, come over here.
General Liang, nice to meet you again.
You're making fun of me, huh? In Calcutta, you left before we had a chance to talk.
Madame Sung and I had been talking about you all the way, as well as the topic of Yalta.
Everyone's talking about it now.
Mr. Chiang and Madame Sung are waiting for you.
Just go.
Follow me, please.
Maybe being summoned to meet the top leader of Kuomintang was a dream of many KMT officers, but not Liang Tong. What he expected was not any personal honor, but to shoulder the responsibility of solving Chinese people's trouble. The firm belief in his heart was for the goal of national unification, national strength and people's well-being pursued by the Chinese Communist Party. He already told himself that this was the only choice.
They'll wait for me at the second intersection ahead.
Minister, Zhao is waiting for you inside. Minister, please.
Hello, Minister.
What the hell are you doing? Why did you choose such a weird place to meet me?
I just built this site to handle some secret persons and clandestine things.
You do have lots of strange ideas.
Come on. Sit down, please, Minister.
What are you up to?
There's another purpose. You're back now, so I'm here to welcome you back by this meal.
I've had my meal.
You may leave out the meal, but please have a drink. This liquor is specially sourced from your northeast hometown. Give it a try. How's it?
It's indeed the genuine grain liquor.
Have some food.
Speak, what's up?
We investigated Miss Melanie's background. She has a Chinese name, Ling Yunjian. In 1933, she went to study in the US. In the first place, she went to learn the language in San Francisco. And later, she enrolled in the University of California, Berkeley. And soon she left and entered Yale Law School. There she joined a group called Skull and Bones. In this group, she made friends with quite a lot of figures with political backgrounds. In 1942, she was then assigned to the US Embassy in Britain. But her history before 1933 is blank. We only know she was badly injured and lost her memory. But one thing is certain, she left for America from Shanghai.
I was also in Shanghai at that time. Well, I need you to get all the files about Shanghai during those years. Check them carefully. And I hope you can find some relevant clues.
Okay. I'll send people to do it right away.
Besides, remember, you are the one working on this case, and I know nothing about it. Got it? The case about Melanie involves a man, Liang Tong.
I see. I investigated on my own. It's unrelated to my superiors.
I let you work on this case at your Chongqing station, just because you can do whatever you want without caring about too much. What's more, do it in a flexible and secret way.
Got it. Minister, this is a toast to you.
Commander Kimura, I failed. I failed to stop Liang Tong. And the intelligence was also leaked. I have no complaint even if you ask me to kill myself. But before that, I have one last request. I'm begging you. I'm begging you.
What's it?
I have been thinking all the while. Now, we can only negotiate a truce with China.
Do you know what you're talking about? Is there no other way out?
To save Japan. This is the only way to go.
Can't we attack Chongqing with full force? To force China to surrender?
No way. If it was feasible, we would have achieved this goal much more easily before 1941. China's current military force is not what it used to be, and our occupied areas are full of our enemy's forces. If we send part of the main force to fight in Chongqing wars, we'll definitely start behind us again. In this case, our Japanese army will run out of armed forces for sure. Even if we use every last one of our men, we still can't defeat China in this war. Please, believe in me, Commander.
Masanobu Tsuji. I will trust you.
Thank you so much. Your Excellency, thank you so much. For the case this time.
Masanobu Tsuji. That China and Japan hold a conference for a truce is one of your strategies, right? If we can really realize it, our empire will get rid of the current suffering. However, I wonder whether those old fogies in the base camp will support your idea. This is the most important problem.
Commander, please think about Manchuria. Then we'll be full of confidence. Back then, we had a dream of the Yamato nation moving to the mainland. So we took actions. It's true that a few colonels accomplished the great cause. Today, I have your support, Commander Kimura. For the future of the great Japanese Empire, we should strive for more people's recognition. Our hands can change the future of Japan. However, Liang Tong, we gotta kill that man who's in our way. I must kill him. By all means.
Yalta Accordance has been exposed. Liang Tong doesn't matter anymore. Your younger brother was killed by him.
Indeed. That guy murdered my younger brother and brought shame on me. This is my personal grudge. Nevertheless, according to my informant's report, that man is trying to stop our truce with the Chongqing government. Commander Kimura, this is related to the survival of the Japanese Empire. If he learns our intention for the truce talk, it'll be super dangerous. That man must be silenced. No, to this end. We have no choice but to kill him. Only when we make that man disappear can he not pose any threat to the great Japanese Empire.
Then...
I've already sent someone to purge him. I will work hard together with you.
Go ahead. Go to complete this great adventure. Good luck. Go to finish it. Salute.
Keep going! 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 Keep going!
I win. Let's go.
Dad! Dad!
Let's go back home. As a boy, you can't shed tears easily. Got it?
Halt! Greetings, sir.
Dad, you're so awesome!
Quick march.
Dad is back! Dad is back!
So yeah.
son.
Mom.
You're really back. Let Mom have a look. Darling, Tong is back.
Tong.
Xiugu.
Little Lan, Dad is back. Come on, say hello to Dad. Say it.
Little Lan, call me
Say Dad.
Dad. Dad.
You're back.
Yeah. What happened to your leg?
Nothing serious. I walked a little slow when the Japanese bombed.
The Japanese planes were suddenly all over the sky and they were buzzing.
Stand up.
I didn't protect you well.
Just stand up. I'm safe and sound. It's okay. You're in military uniform serving the country. You don't have to kneel before me. Help him up.
Stand up, my son. Come on.
Dad, as a soldier, I failed in my duty to defend my country and put you through this. It's my fault.
Sit down first.
Come on.
Take it slow.
At the time of national crisis, you could serve the country and made lots of war achievements. You've brought honor to our Liang family. You're really a great descendant of our ancestors. And I'm also glad to have you as my son. However, Tong, I want to ask you a favor.
Dad, what's with the formality? Go ahead.
Use your rank, achievements, and your future to bail Mr. Zhou out.
Mr. Liang? Mr. Liang? Tong just came back. Let's eat first.
What's wrong with Mr. Zhou?
Let's eat first, Mrs. Liang. Go get the food ready.
Okay, let's eat. Let's eat first.
Okay, let's eat first.
This is the gun. Powerful and stable.
Kills in one shot.
Keep this target in mind. The address is on the back. I trust you.
Although the idea of fighting a big battle in western Hunan was agreed by Chiang Kai-shek, Liang Tong was assigned to prepare for the Civil War. Given Chiang Kai-shek's reaction to Yasuji Okamura's Operation Gyokusai, Liang Tong learned that Chiang didn't want to fight a decisive battle with the Japanese. So he decided to propel the Battle of West Hunan, join the battle, and go back to the kernel of military decision-making. By his war achievements, he hoped to reach the highest level of military decision-making. Meanwhile, he also hoped the organization could receive his message as soon as possible.
From now on, you should send the latest American magazine, time every 4 months, and stay in touch with the organization on a regular basis.
Melanie and Liang Tong were so close, but they still missed each other. They didn't see each other. Having received Hurley's instruction, Melanie flew to Chongqing in no time and focused on the work of the embassy. She expected to meet Liang Tong again as soon as possible. The intimacy that Liang Tong brought Melanie was so real, but also so illusory.
Miss, do you need anything else?
Nope. Thanks.
Stop it. Get down to do your homework. Little Lan.
Noodles are ready. Here you are.
I want noodles.
You already had dinner?
So did Dad. Dad hasn't eaten the noodles made by Auntie for a long time. You can't eat them.
All right. Let your dad eat noodles, go do your homework. Let's go.
Go eat the noodles or they'll stick together.
These noodles just look so good.
Eat slowly. Watch out for the heat.
Just looking at these noodles makes me feel that I'm home. Delicious.
Liang Tian, do you want some noodles?
No thanks, I've had supper.
Brother, come to sit.
Then I'll leave you two here alone to chat.
What? You want to have a drink so late at night?
I'm delighted today. Have a drink with me.
Just one shot. Just got 2 military uniforms delivered. Try them on later to see if they fit.
They're for me?
Cheers.
Welcome home.
Go try them on now.
Okay, then I'll go put them on.
Take this away. I've drunk enough.
Okay. Tong, this time at home. Spend more time accompanying Suya. She suffered a lot in these years.
Wang, you're going back now.
Yeah. Feng, why are you here so late?
Well, I was busy today. You're here, too.
You can only catch big fish at night.
Indeed.
Ghost Child has reached Chongqing.
Emi Nakayama.
Is Hime Hui. Emi Nakayama is the name she uses in Japan.
Isn't Hime Hui dead? It was confirmed by Ghost Child.
Ghost Child left a question mark. There must be something wrong with the last meeting between Ghost Child and Hime Hui. Hime Hui was trained in the Special Operations Division. Back then, when Gu Shunjiang betrayed the party, we suffered great losses. Hime Hui knew Gu Shunjiang's tricks so well. She had been staying in Shanghai to cover the evacuation of comrades of Central Committee. Her work was super-duper dangerous. Gu Shunjiang was hunting her.
Didn't you ever evacuate her?
We did plan to evacuate her to the Soviet Union. She should be one of the last group, but I made a mistake. Hime Hui introduced Ghost Childs to the party, and they were also a couple of lovers. I became soft-hearted. When Ghost Child came back from Japan, I arranged for them to meet one last time. Just that meeting went wrong, and Gu Shunjiang seized the chance. Later, when we prepared to rescue Hime Hui, she disappeared. We thought she was dead.
If Hime Hui's still alive, then she's been out of contact with the organization for over 10 years. We know little about her current situation, but I will send people to investigate right away. Ghost Child is of the greatest importance to us now. He's been striving for more than 10 years to achieve such a key position. This matters a lot to us. To ensure the safety of Liang Tong and let him play his unique role, the Central Committee has asked another key figure to assist and help him. You must keep him safe and alive. I need to get in touch with him. You should build a secure spot for contact.
I'm gonna do it right now.
Son, you must be tired. You can stop the massage now.
Mom, I'm not tired.
Just take a rest. You may stop now. I'm gonna sleep.
You're sleepy? Okay, time to sleep. Come on, sleep early. Come on. Good night.
Don't go. Sleep here.
Okay. I will sleep here with you, Mom.